Okay, so we're going to continue. The first thing that I would like you to do is to go ahead and insert these into your book. And the way to insert them is we're going to fold them in half like this with the yellow pages on the inside, the picture on the outside. And then we're going to fold back our tab. And where's my glue? We are going to put, I have them in order of size, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on my tab, and then I want to line it up. Basically, I want to line it up not with my first, here, maybe this will help, and I think tint this. I'm going to smudge these two so that you can kind of see. Okay, I don't want to line it up with the first one, but I do want to line it up with the second one. And so I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to kind of get it centered. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to take the next big one and do the same. I'm going to push this down to the other side. I'm going to put glue on it. And I'm going to line it up. Yeah, pretty good. Same thing, glue, and this is the third one. I'm going to line it up here. I'm flipping this to make sure that it's kind of in line with the picture behind it, under it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same with the last one. I will put glue on it. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and smudge everything with your inks. Okay, perfect. And you could have done that before. It doesn't really matter. Oh, let me put my needle in my glue so it doesn't dry out. And again, you can make something like this to hold your inker. It's really nice because then you can throw your ink dealy in there. I'm going to go ahead and ink up all my pages. Okay, so I'm just going to do this one for now. You can do these later. I will, however, do some of my other pages as I glue them in. So the next thing I want you to do is to kind of separate things. You have your pockets. These are pockets, and I usually just cut straight across, and then I use my smaller scissors to get into these little corners to cut this piece out. So I will do that after we talk, but I'm going to go ahead and get all of these that are pockets, and I'm going to put them together just like we did with the others. I'm going to put them together in sizes. I'm putting them over here on my, so then those are sizes. Then I also have some of these. I'm going to put those in a different pile. Then we have these pictures, and I am going to pretty much line them up. Okay, this one with the double face with the clock and the girl, you want to put in a separate pile. That's going, and then you want to put your envelopes in a separate pile, and then the picture. Okay, oh, and these pictures I'm going to put over there too. So I basically have just these singles, and I'm going to lay them out so you can kind of see what they are. Okay. So if you can find the one with the girl, and it almost looks like an Ouija board, I'm going to smudge this paper. And you can see that when you printed Victoria's paper, she's already kind of smudged them, but this smudging actually helps with the cut edge, because the cut edge, even though it's very thin, it still shows white. So on the outside, this is where we want to go ahead and put our ribbon. And I'm going to use about twice as much ribbon. And I'm going to glue this down. Now you can also use the score tape if you like, but I'm going to eyeball mine and put it right in the center. And then you can see I didn't use the lighter, the candle, and that has frayed, but it doesn't matter because it's going under a picture. So then I go ahead and I get my picture of my girl with kind of a Ouija board. I have never played with a Ouija board. I don't know how many of you have, but I've never played with an Ouija board. It's one of those things that doesn't call to me. Okay, so I want to make sure that this is going up like my other pictures, that the top is at the top. And so this will go on the very front page. And it covers our ribbon. So our ribbon, okay, very nice. And then I'm going to turn it to the back, and if you want to, you can kind of leave things so that you can see which is the top. And we want to find the one with the clock, and I guess it's music. And I'm going to go ahead and smudge all of those edges so that my white doesn't show through. And again, I'm going to put another piece, and this one I've cut just a little bit on an angle, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get my lighter to work. There we go. And I'm going to do it very carefully because I don't want to burn my, there we go. And then the one that's flat across, I'm going to glue in here. And I might just lay that back so that I know. Okay, right about here. And you can measure, that's cool too. It's not a big deal. However you're comfortable putting your ribbon in. And then we've already gone ahead and smudged this, so we're going to glue it. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to burnish all of this down. Oh, looks nice. So that's our outside, and it's done then. Okay, so I'm going to flip this, and we are going to go ahead and start with the house. It's kind of cool. I'm going to smudge that so that it looks just a little bit better. That's the one I made a little mistake in. Okay, so what we want to find is we want to find our clock. And this is the one we get it smudged. Okay, this is the one that if you open this completely out and you have the white piece back here, this is where it's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And I want to get it pretty much exact. Okay, so let's burnish that. And then we're going to work on the blue one. And the blue one, as I open it, we're going to put Haunted Secrets on there. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish, or smudge, sorry, all of my edges. I'm going to glue it down. And then this will get glued right on that area. And then we will open this one, and this one gets the picture. And of course I want to smudge. Glue. And place. And then the girl, I actually told you to put this away, but we need this one. This one goes back here. So again, I'm going to smudge. And glue. If I read things correctly, I think the Victorians really liked Halloween. It was one of those holidays they enjoyed. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and just flip these and burnish them to make sure that they open and close nicely. Okay. And so the next thing that I would like to do is to fill in the insides of these. And if you look at your pockets, this is what we're going to use. And while I kind of give you some information, I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these so that they look nice. Okay, so your biggest pictures, the first one with the house and the clock, these are going to go right here. Okay. And again, if you want to, you can go ahead and burnish all of this, which it does, or smudge it. It makes it look very nice. And go ahead and smudge your pockets. And then we're going to glue them down. So in order to glue this down, I'm going to put a little bit of glue at the bottom. And that's the one without the V. And then I'm going to glue up the top sides from the bottom to the top. Okay. And then I'm going to place it just slightly away from my edge. Burnish it. Okay. And then the same with this. I'm going to go ahead and smudge all of my edges. And again, I'm going to put it just a little bit away from my edges. Burnish it down. There we go. Now, Victoria did her middle, I think she did her middle one just a little bit different. Yeah. She took her smallest for the middle. And she did 1, 2, and then she put a bigger here, and this is perfectly fine to do if you want to do that, or you can put both of these here and then use your smaller ones elsewhere. But I'm going to do how she did, which is really kind of cool, kind of looks neat. You can see I'm cutting out those little V's that I don't cut with my big scissors. I don't do well if I try to cut small things like this with big scissors. I get jerky and they get messy. So let me show you. You have 2 of them that are this size, and if you look on the back of this, it really doesn't matter. When you look on the back of this one, you might want to save this picture to go in here. So the Haunted Secrets in the blue book, you may want to go ahead and use this one. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and smudge this. And then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a little bit of glue on each side and across the bottom away from my V. And I'm going to put it on the right hand side. And then these smaller ones, I'm going to use 2 of them to put right here, like this. And smudge. Smudge. I just want those little white cut edges to not be so white. And then I'm going to put this one just a little bit above it so that I have enough room to put something cute in there. You can overlap them. You could overlap them. Let me cut this and I'll show you. You can overlap them a little bit so that there's only, you can put 3 of them in a row. You can do however you like with this, but you can overlap them like this. And then not glue the bottom so that whatever goes in here goes, and you can use 3 of them however you like. Victoria does it her way, and she is pretty much of the same mind that she wants people to be creative. So kind of do it your way. I'm going to go ahead and smudge all of these really quickly as I get going here, because I am going to do that on my next set. Okay, so we have those done. I'm going to throw that. Again, I'm going to do this, and I don't have that smudged. I can see the white on the sides of my paper. So let's go ahead and glue up the sides. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look back here. That's a picture of a girl, and that's a picture of a girl. So I'm going to save those for in here. And this one is an Odd Fellow Out, so I'm going to go ahead and put it right in here. And this is my choice. You get to choose how you want your pockets to be. They don't have to be like mine. They can be however you like them. The first 2 blue ones, they do fit here. But other than that, you're on your own. You can do whatever you like. Okay, and then I'm going to put my pictures. here. There's one. And another. Please do go and find VectoriaDesigns in Etsy. I think you will really love her papers that she designs and sells there. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we have those done. So the next thing we want to do is, I'm going to let those dry, and I'm going to stand it up so it can dry a little bit like that. And I'm going to get my scoreboard because we want to work with our envelopes. We have 2 of them. And so I'm going to take Glad the Impaler up so that I don't get impaled. And I'm going to score these so that they will fold like envelopes. Okay, so there's one scored. Let's score this one, and then go ahead and smudge them with your inks once you are done with this. And I will kind of show you how I do envelopes. So I will do the outside of my sides first. And again, this is a personal preference. You guys do however you want to. I will go ahead and fold these that I have just smudged to the inside, and then I will start smudging here, and I will do my bottoms. Okay. And then you can open it up and fold these down, and I kind of go across the flap a little bit to make sure that I've gotten it well covered. And I do this one. Now also, I will go inside and I will do the insides, and then I will do across the top, where once you open this you're going to be able to see it. These ones not so much because they get glued. Okay? So after you've done that, you'll want to go ahead and glue. And I'm very careful to watch where my glue needs to fall. And it's basically in this area and this area. And you can mark it with a pencil and then erase it if you want to. And that really is kind of cool. Okay, so after we've done that, and you don't have to glue this one if you don't want to, but I did. After we've done that, then what we're going to do is I'm going to fold these back up. And I'm just going to tell you how to do this. I will let you do it on your own. But this envelope, of course, gets glued. Actually, it doesn't. It gets glued down here to the front page, but you will want to go ahead and put ribbons this way first. So I'm going to cut a length of ribbon, and I'm going to see if I can get my, oh, it's not working. I'm having a tear. I have another one outside in my, I'll do it later. Okay, so I'm going to find the middle, and I'm going to go ahead and put a line of glue or score tape if you like. Some people really like the score tape. And I'm going to hold my middle, put it right in the middle there. Okay. And then just this white part will get glued. So let's go ahead and put some glue on this. Now I know that's the top, and I want the house at the bottom. So I'm going to, there we go, looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to move this so that Vlad the Impaler does not get me. And then you can put, you can fold this as a booklet. You can put other little ephemera in there and close it and tie it with this little ribbon. And then on the back, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take a piece of ribbon, and it's probably about 24 inches long. I'm going to put a slip of glue right down the middle. I'm going to find the middle of my, okay, and then again, on the back of this is a white piece, and you're going to glue that, place that down. Now, you don't have to glue this one down. I did, I kind of like it down. And then fold this. You can tie this with a ribbon, and oh, very nice. And when you close this, this ribbon is here to tie, and you have made your booklet. Oh, how very cute. You guys really do rock. You are great. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're interested, if you go to VectoriaDesigns, you'll have to go to her YouTube page, and you can search for Haunted Secrets Booklet. That will give you the video, but then it also gives you the link where you can download the freebie for this complete section. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed working with you, and I think I missed a couple. I'm sorry, these two. Let's work with those two. Sorry, before I close out here. Basically, those get glued in here to make this look very pretty. Right there, like that. Okay, I'm sorry. And then you can close this and use it for whatever you like. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Hope you join me again. We're almost finished with Halloween, and these links are timed to come up throughout October. So if you watch Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, there will be a new video through most of October, clear until I think the last week. So thanks for joining me. Come back. Bye-bye.